be real with it. Yeah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you, and I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you
Hey, never main, never main, never main. Ain't nothing to play with. All right, had to pause that on the PS4. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm back again, living good. You know what I'm saying? Got my little Star Wars, big fan of Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Got my hat on. No, this ain't Friends, but I don't need no more new friends. You know what I'm saying? So, so you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it good. You know what I'm saying? Back with another storytelling on, let's call this one Why I Got Fired. You know what I'm saying? Just a little into me. I never thought it would happen to me, but it happened. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's a funny thing to this and a little enjoyment thing to what I'm about to say to you. But you know what I'm saying? Before I get into the storytelling, you know this is EJ Uno. And y'all know what to do. Give me thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. People you don't know, let them know about me. Hit that bell at the corner, you know what I'm saying? So you get notifications from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do a little bit of everything. Jack of all trades. So you know what I'm saying? But I said on my last video, I'm saying on this video, I really do, you know, I'm really giving this stuff away. You know what I'm saying? And to my boy Marcus out there, man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I've been so busy. Every time I do these giveaways, I'm like, oh, okay, I got to remember to hit him up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'll hit you up, Marcus, if you're watching this. But anyway, to everybody else who's not, who, you know, just new coming in and everything, I just want to let you know on my last video, I'm doing giveaways. Yes, I'm giving away Google Play Store cards. Something I'm starting off new, trying to get some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some of the other stuff I don't think everybody was really excited about. So, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody either got an Apple or they got a Google something, phone, tablet, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But here's some gift cards, you know what I'm saying? Each person, you know what I'm saying, can win these. You know what I'm saying? If these go good, I'll get some more. I got some Google Home Minis right here to, you know, new and, you know what I'm saying, for people to win. And got some red sports headphones, new. These are pretty good. And, you know what I'm saying, that's part of the giveaway thing I got. So, you know what I'm saying, like if you didn't catch it, I'm just going to say it right here. I'm not going to leave it in the description because I left it in my last video's description. I don't say because I'm trying to think. Subscribe to my channel, take a screenshot, and tell somebody else about subscribing to my channel. And DM me on IG. That's Emilio.Marion.33. Emilio.Marion.33. So, and let me know that you subscribe to my channel and you had somebody else subscribe to my channel so I know you supported me, and I'll pull a winner, and you know we can get this giveaway and I can start mailing this out to you, and that's how it goes. So, getting back to this. This is the story of when I got fired. So, as you guys know that I'm a big tech fan. Big technology type of fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love with cell phones. In love with, like, you know, getting cell phones, learning about cell phones and all this stuff. Through my days of like working at different jobs, I had the opportunity to work for a company, AT&T, but that's not who I'm talking about. But I just want to let you guys know that AT&T gave me an opportunity to work for them. I turned them down, still to this day. In 2019, this was back in 2015 or 14, I turned them down Don't understand why I did. I could have been like bam, bam, bam. But you know what? I guess God had other doors and other lessons that I had to be taught. But I hope I get the chance again. So AT&T, if you guys are listening, I want the opportunity again. So, yes. So I turned them down, and I had to wait a few years. So I went with this other company that I did get the opportunity with, and that's still not who I'm talking about. Sprint. It was cool. It was a cool experience, but I would have rather worked for AT&T. Anyway, push those two aside. So I got the opportunity. I'm not going to put their name out because I don't want to give them like people to be like all like checking into them and all the other stuff. So I'm just going to call them P, and P can stand for exactly what the negative word of is. And it's really not their name, but I'm going to say that job was straight pussy. You know what I'm saying? So, I was, how should I say, how do I start? I was on Indeed looking for a job, and this job came along. I was so happy. I was like, came across, I was working at a grocery store at the time. This job came along. They weren't paying me like exactly what I was already making exactly what they were paying me, but it was the reason why I left the grocery business is because I was seeing the opportunity of putting my foot inside the door of cell phones and experiencing getting new cell phones and selling all this stuff. So I got the job. I'm going to this big old launch meeting. It has the major carriers there, prepaid and postpaid carriers. If you guys don't know I know you guys know what prepaid. Well, prepaid is another word for people who can't afford contracts or people who don't want to be on contracts. Postpaid is strictly just contract people. So it was those carriers there, and they were giving away stuff. Everybody was dressed all nice. We were all like, I felt like my head went from right here to like boom, like right there. So I was all happy. I was in this meeting. I felt like in my head, I was so far ahead of what I was gonna do. So we did this like role playing thing, and we're supposed to be like imagining like the customer wanted to buy a phone, and like I outdid myself, and it's like other people were like so scared and so nervous, but I was so used to doing what I do that they were blown away. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be a beast." And it's crazy because these two people I'm talking about that said you're gonna be so good, you're gonna be a beast, are the two people that fired me. I'll tell you why. It's so crazy. Okay, so it was like, okay, so they were like, you outdid yourself. The meeting was over. They're like, we'll see you back at your job, at your store. Because what it was is we went to a meeting, and the meeting was supposed to be like for everybody in the district. And like we all had our homes. Our homes were inside Wally World. So if you guys know what that is. So we had like a little setup inside Wally World, and like we were everybody had to report back to a store. And how'd it go? Everybody had to report back to a store. So that time came when it was time for everybody to report back to the store. Other than that, we were at home getting paid. We were like on a computer, and it was so cool. And just like I said, we were logging in from the computer from home. I was at home logging in, doing like little test things and all that stuff. It was badass. I never got paid for being at home on a computer. I was like, oh, this is the life. This is life. So the job was kind of shaky. I kind of knew it was kind of shaky, but I was like, you know what? Let me see where this is going to go. So mind you, I'm thinking that I'm going to be with like a major brand, like a major brand. Let alone, I didn't know the company that I went with, they actually just started to come up. Like right when we were their first jump off. And what I mean is like they didn't have no record of anything. Like we were the first jump off. So it was like we were inside Walmart. I'm saying Walmart because I don't care. Shit. So we were inside Walmart. We were it was like one of those, we were like one of the vendors that we worked inside Walmart. So then we were just selling phones. That's what we were doing. So then it was all straight and all this other stuff. We were in there. So people were coming. It was a blast. Like I'm telling you, like I had so much fun. Like I got to dress up, look nice, stand there, look damn pretty, and get paid by the hour. Oh, and when holidays came, whew, I got double paid. Like my checks were looking great. They were looking like buco money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, well, I'm gonna say buco money, but it was looking really nice. And from what I was, just like I said, I was getting paid the same way that I was getting paid at previous jobs. But the thing that blew this thing up was the commissions, the holiday pay, the things that the little things that you bought, which is associated back to the we call that the whatever commission. So it was cool though. It was making me happy, you know, knowing that I was like just chilling. I could just walk around, look nice, cell phones, talk to people. I was sometimes a little bit. I was like flirting a little bit, talking to the ladies. You know, like they see somebody, they were like, "Man, let me get his number, let me holler at him." It was doing this justice for me. So I was loving it, you know. So like I said, I'm trying to say I got the story is like it's so much to tell about the story. So then the thing where it all came to is that we were a new branch of people that were, like I said, jumping off. So Walmart wasn't used to having somebody in the store. So it's like a new relationship with a new relationship just went bam. And it's like we needed them to provide the cell phones. We were just sitting there just to look pretty, but to get them to do what we wanted to do, they weren't having it. Why they weren't having it is because we just were there just to sit there and they had to do the ordering, which as I'm explaining it, it was so easy, but to have somebody else work with you is like it was the most irritating, craziest thing. So we had like little competitions between like stores and stores. Like we were saying who can sell this, who can sell that, who can sell this, and we had like a little thing on the phone that we would just be like on the phone that is like a group chat room where we were just seeing who was in the running. And if y'all know about me, I'm persistent. I'm competitive. Like I'm going to get mine. Like I'm like, dude, I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. It took me a little bit, but as soon as I started selling, I started blasting off. Like I was like, got me another sale, bam, got me another sale, got me another sale. Like I was the type of person like if you leave me alone and let me do my job, the sky's the limit. The moment I start hearing that talking and all that shit, whatever, you know what I'm saying, my momentum just goes down. So just, you know what I'm saying, just anybody, like, any job I got, just, if you listen to this, if you want me to do my job, just leave me alone. Because obviously if I apply for the job, obviously if I took the job, that means I know how to do it. So, so that's what that is. So, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I'm coming back. So just like I said, let me do my job. So the manager that I had was he was cool at first. Dude turned out to be a straight dick. So the thing is, I'm sitting there and doing my job. This guy as a manager was like driving around to different stores. He had like 4 stores to do in the area that I worked in. So he would drive back and forth to stores. And he be on the phone with me. He be at his kid's baseball game when he supposed to be on the clock. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know, you never know how crooked your manager is or how crooked your manager will stab you in the back. Like, trust me, when they say when you work, you ain't got no friends. You ain't got nobody, but you just only there to go out, make that money, and go home. And that's what it's truly about. But me, I kept on thinking that, you know, once we were like kicking it, laughing, everything, I thought we were straight cool. We were kicking it. We were boys. We were doing it. Nah, no new friends. You know what I'm saying? No new friends. So the thing is just that we were kicking, like, he would come in, you know what I'm saying? I try to tell him, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to order the phones. You know, I can't make no sales. Like, he'd be feeding me all this stuff. Excuse me, I know I need a haircut. I'm gonna get it done. So he was telling me, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you can't sell the phones, you know what I'm saying? Just stay on the clock and ride the clock out, get that money and everything. You know what I'm saying? But just stay here and get that money and all the other stuff. Like, he was like strictly telling me what a manager is not supposed to tell an employee, and he just like, hey, if they can't, because we had a problem with, like, they would never bring in the phones, and it was because the person, the manager of Walmart, who was the electronic manager, was, I guess, they were getting lost. So, which I think they were kind of like stealing. Well, they were stealing. I'm not gonna lie. They were stealing it because it wasn't coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't. Like, but the thing is, it benefited the store, but I guess it didn't benefit them because, you know what I'm saying, the money ain't coming to their pocket right away. So what she was doing was she was ordering the phones. She was having somebody else steal the phones. So, you know, I couldn't sell nothing I didn't have. So I would report back to him, let him know. So finally, I just got fed up. I was like, you know what? I'm not about to just sit here all day long. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, I was getting, like, hemorrhoids. Like, I don't mean to be gross, but I was like, hemorrhoids. I was wearing shoes, sitting on my feet all day. Have you ever standing on my feet? Have you ever stood on your feet with steel-toe shoes in one spot, even walk around in one spot? Like, it, oh my God, it's the worst feeling when you're standing for 8 hours in one spot. Like, this wasn't like, just like I said, this wasn't like working for a Sprint, working for AT&T. Those jobs would have been great. Great. But this job, this pussy ass job, was just like the worst. Like, I never worked for a job where they like, you got to stand. The only time you got to take a break is when you took a lunch break, and that was it. And I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, you know what? It's going to get better. It's going to get better. No, this shit never got better. You know what I'm saying? So then, mind you, I was like, okay. He was like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't stand in the store. So, you know, you can't sit in the store. So I was saying, like, the store wasn't like, the traffic wise of getting people in and all that stuff wasn't good at all. Like, they weren't getting nobody in. So then I was like, you know what? My feet are hurting. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I can't stand in the store, I'm going to go out to my car and sit down. So then I would frequently go out to my car, you know, take a little 5-minute, 15-minute break here. People smoking do the same thing. You know, the only thing is, I'm not a smoker. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take my break. Let me rest my feet. You know what I'm saying? I even switched from steel toe to different types of shoes, and it still gave me the same effect because it was a cement floor. So then, this is after time. I was there for like 6 months or something like that. So then people were already hating against me because I was sitting up in there, and I was just, if you ever work with me, you got people know how I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do my job, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do no extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want me to do some extra shit, you're gonna pay me some extra money. So then I'm sitting there looking pretty. They already get mad at me. Every time my manager come in, they got a problem telling my manager something about me and all this stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay. So it was like, so get it toward the end, you know, going through all this stuff that I've been telling you about. I was going out to my car, taking like 10, 15 minute breaks. Mind you, at that point, I got fed up because the manager wasn't bringing in the phone because I had nothing to sell. So basically, it's like a kid sitting there without his toys, and I'm just bored as hell. So then, hell was a nice word, nice way of me saying it. So I was bored. So then I was like, okay, so I asked him, this ain't one time, I asked him on many occasions. And mind you, that he was telling me exactly what I said, what not to do. He was telling me just sit there on the clock and then just get the money as it comes in. So then I was like, okay. Even though I didn't think it was right, I was like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, of all the things that I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, other times I'd be eating this up but I had such I wanted to cell phones. I wanted to, like, I love that enjoyment. So to not be able to do something that I really love really messed with me. So I was like, okay. So then I would go out to my car and then, you know, I sit down. And then one day it was like, oh, mind you, when we first started the job, we would log in from home. So this was our way for clocking in and clocking out, the phone. So we could be anywhere we wanted to and clock in. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, for a job like that, and as many jobs like that, it's so crazy because even though I love technology, it has a way of playing with you. So then it was like, I'll be in the grounds of the store and I'll be trying to clock in and wouldn't clock me in. Sometimes it would clock me in, but you know what I'm saying? I just knew, I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'll be in the parking lot clocking in. Plenty of people in the field like that weren't in that type of line of field that I was doing, but still had the means of the job, wanted them to clock in from the phone. Everybody told me good stories about it, bad stories about it, how to get away around and all this other stuff. Like, I ain't the first person who got in trouble for something like that. Because, I mean, to tell you the truth, really, I was like, sometimes I'd be clocking in and I wouldn't be nowhere near the store. Sometimes I would. But that was just, that was something I did that I was, you know what I'm saying? I was following along with everybody else, what they were doing. So I was like, shoot. But don't be a follower, be a leader. See that little store going across, but now I know. No, now we know, whatever. So it's like G.I. Joe. Go, Joe. So anyway, so the thing is just that, you know, I lost track where I was at. Okay. So the thing it's just that all this stuff was going on. You know, they were from the devices were messing up because, as I said, it was a new company. They were still trying to get all the glitches from like the timing out or clocking in, clocking out type of thing. It sometimes would mess up, sometimes it wouldn't, sometimes it let you clock in, sometimes it wouldn't. You know, it was different things like that. And then they had like a trust lunch break, which it was like they paid you for your lunch break, but you could go whenever you wanted. But, you know, you just did it at your own means, but they trusted you to do the right thing. So then it was like this manager of mine, getting back to this manager of mine, like, I don't know what it was. I thought we were so cool. And then he was like, okay, he would, other than doing his job, because we were down people, we needed some help, we were down people, other than trying to find people to help, because it was like times that I was doing it all by myself. Like, I was working like 6 to 7 days straight without a day off, maybe like one day off, and that took like 2-3 weeks. Oh, thinking about this stuff made me mad. So then I put it in time because I'm thinking this is all going to pay off. You know what I'm saying? Just mind you, I keep on saying mind you, just like a relationship, if you're going to put time into something, make sure it's worth it. If you get any type of feeling that it's not worth it, back your ass out. And that's a lesson that I learned from a job and a relationship. If it don't feel right, back out. So then I was giving all my time, all my effort to it. I wasn't at home for my daughter all the time like I wanted to, but I was like, this is going to pay off and she's going to be so happy. So then we didn't ever get no help for a while. So me and this manager of mine, we've been in a good relationship. We were cool and everything. You know what I'm saying? He would tell me how the rest of them ain't doing good in my area. And then I'm one of the best ones. Like, we were just kicking and we were good. I thought we were like getting close. We were good. So then I don't know what happened, but then he started like stalking me at my job. Like, he be in the corner. He be in the deep cut, like, in his car like this, like spying on me. I guess see when I came in, see when I came out. And to me, I'm like the type of dude that's like, for real, don't come spying on me. Like, come to me like a man. Like, you got a problem with me? Come to me like a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll tell you the truth. I ain't got nothing to lie about. Like, I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you how it is. I'll tell you what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to hide. So, you know what I'm saying? So he would do that for a while, and he didn't think. And for people out there who, like, even when I work with people, like, if you think I'm not paying attention, if you think because I'm just smiling and I'm just laughing and everything that I ain't paying attention to what you're doing, trust me, I'm very, very aware of what's going on in my area. Just so y'all know, I know exactly what's going on. So if you think I don't know, trust me, I'm like 2 steps ahead. When you think I'm 1 step, I'm 2 steps ahead. And when you get to that first step, then I'll be another 3 steps ahead. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I knew what he was doing. I knew what it was, though. But, I got tired of playing those games, though. It went on for a while, though. I got tired of playing those games and everything. So then it came to one day when I wasn't in electronics because I was too busy walking around the store trying to get clientele. The electronic manager, I guess she had some beef with me or something like that because I wasn't in her area, because I would feel like, hey, if you're not going to order the phones, then I'm not going to be in your area just sitting there looking pretty so you can keep an eye on me, because it's crazy. Because you know what? It's so funny because people that work can have a buku of shit to do with their time, with their 8 hours at their job. But in some type of way, they will find out of 8 hours in their day to devote themselves to putting time into something that don't have nothing to do with them. What I mean by is, she had a lot of work to do, but she wanted to keep her eye on me. People, when I'm telling you, it's like this. These jobs that we work at, they make so much money. So much money. Don't take these jobs so serious. You know what I'm saying? Devote yourself to going to work, clocking in, and leaving. Don't devote yourself to, this is going to be my store one day, because it's never going to be your store, because it's already somebody else's store. So don't take things so serious. You know what I'm saying? Go to work, clock in, do the right thing, serve the customer, and go the hell home. You know what I'm saying? Stop peeking and peeping time on everybody else. Just do your own thing and go home. That's really what it's all about. But nah, this girl, she couldn't stay. She had to like set me up. Like when I was like walking around the store, because I wasn't in her area, because I wasn't going to be doing her job. She got mad. So she called my boss and said, oh, he's walking around the store. You know what I'm saying? All those stuff. It was nothing wrong. I had to say it again. This nigga told me it was okay to walk around the store. But to tell you the truth, I think he had something going on with the electronic manager that he was like, oh, blah, blah, like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it was like a collab on me or something like that. Like they were out to get me. So then it was one morning I walked in. And then I was like, I was late. I clocked in, but then I sat in my car. I was still in the area of the store or whatever. So I was like, I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to walk outside the store. So then now this goes back to, she's not even, if you don't know the whole story and you don't know what's going on, stop stop worrying about what's going on that you have you have nothing going. You don't know what's happening. So, you know what I'm saying? Get your facts straight. You know, so she gonna tell my manager I walked in at a certain time. My thing is, she don't know what time she don't know what time I walk in. She know what time she saw me, but she don't know what time I walked in. So she told him, because a whole different story. So I find that, so then I'm sitting there, I'm chilling, I'm talking, I'm just cool. So then what happens? Okay, so then my manager, the one who's been stalking me, and then his manager, another ass, came inside the store, said they needed to talk to me. I was like, oh God, you know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking what it is. I'm not even thinking she said anything about me. So then we go sit down. At McDonald's. It was a McDonald's inside the Walmart. They sitting here talking about, oh, blah, blah, like this. Like, this is my first time getting in trouble. And then it was going to be my last time. So then they sit down talking about, oh, well, you clocked in, and then, but she said you came in at 10 o'clock. I'm like, how the hell she know when I came in? Like, she don't know. She know what time she saw me, but they weren't trying to hear that. They weren't trying to see that, hear it, listen to it. It was like monkey see, monkey hear, monkey do. It was like they weren't trying to listen to that. They were trying to listen to her. And I was like, yeah, I'm one of you guys' best people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love this job. Like, I wouldn't do nothing to jeopardize this job. So then I was like, but I don't got no product to sell. And you guys, and I said, my manager's manager was like, oh, Bob, he was giving me his feedback. And I was like, but your manager over there told me just to ride the clock and then get that free money. But I said I didn't think that was right. He turned around, get all huffy puffy red. This is a dark skinned Wesley Snipes type dude. Got all red, got all mad because I put him out on Front Street. So he went and he went around and then told me, who you think told me to say that? So I said, both of you niggas telling me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, get free money. So why are we here right now talking? So then they end up firing me, let me go and all this stuff. I thought it was BS. I was, dude, are you serious? Like, for real? So then I was like, okay. So I was like, man, this is BS because this is my first time and you guys getting mad because you listened to her or whatever because I walked in late and all this stuff. I was like, okay, that's cool. That's what's up. I was bad and everything, all this stuff. I called like the corporation, all this stuff. And after the fact, maybe about a month, 2 months, when I was working at my other job. It was more than 2 months. But anyway, I see this nigga, the one who fired me, working for a company that comes inside the store that I work with right now. He see me, I see him. Oh, it's straight fighting time. You know what I'm saying? But it never got to that because I ain't about to jeopardize my job. But every time I see him, I make sure I let him know he a pussy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the moral of this story is we only got a handful of people that we can trust and that are friends to us. And I'm not actually saying we all got 5 friends. But I'm saying we only have a limited of friends that are friends to us, that people that we can trust. Just because you work with somebody, just because you laugh and joke with somebody, don't make them friends. You know, friends come from like time and, you know, make sure you guys click. And you know what I'm saying? I got some real good people that I work with, cool people I work with, and I feel the love. But in some jobs that you can't feel the love because there's some people out there who are just faking it. So, you know what I'm saying? On that being said, no new friends. If you feel like they're gonna play you, they're gonna play you. And when you go to work your 8 hours and go the hell home. Don't take things so serious. Feel like Joker on Batman. don't be so serious. You know what I'm saying? Don't stress yourself. Don't cause yourself like a heart attack. Don't cause yourself to get stressed or anything like that. Just clock in, go home. Stop paying mind to somebody else's thing, because you know what I'm saying, that has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. If it's, for instance, if you know, if what's it gonna benefit you with telling or prying to somebody else's business on your shift if it has nothing to do with you? What's it gonna benefit you? What you gonna get out of that? You gonna tell? What you gonna get after you tell? Okay, I'm about to go talk to him. You ain't gonna get nothing out of that. Just go home. You know what I'm saying? Walk, clock in, make that money, and go home. You know what I'm saying? And no new friends if you feel like they gonna stab you in the back. So until then, I'm out. Appreciate you paying attention to why I got fired. And give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back again with the next one. EJ, you know, I'm out.